Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India News Hour, India's voice to the world. I'm Munmun Bhattacharya. Coming up in the next hour. Leads convert to wins as BJP-led National Democratic Alliance wins a simple majority of over 290 seats in India's parliamentary election. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses party workers at BJP headquarters in New Delhi, calls the mandate victory of the biggest democracy in the world. NDA alliance partner Telugu Desam Party's N. Chandrababu Naidu set to form government in Andhra Pradesh. Naidu said to take oath as Chief Minister on the 9th of June. BJP makes major gains in the Odisha legislative election, crosses the halfway mark in the state assembly. Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik's 25-year rule to come to an end. US President Joe Biden walks a difficult tightrope as son Hunter Biden's gun trial begins. South Korea to resume all military activities along the demarcation line separating the two Koreas after suspending an inter-Korean military agreement. Let's get started with results of India's general election. The election results have given another mandate to the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance. The BJP's vote share in percentage terms remained more or less the same as it was in 2019 when it had won a decisive mandate. However, the opposition vote, having consolidated behind the India alliance, reduced the overall number of seats for the NDA, but not enough to prevent the ruling alliance from staying in power for a third consecutive term. Mihir Maikuri gives us the breakup.
India, stressed with democracy, climaxed on Tuesday as millions of electronic voting machines were unsealed for the vote count. The outcome resonates triumphantly for the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance, positioning them once again to comfortably form India's next unit government. The pivotal threshold needed to form the next government in India stands at 272 seats. And that mark has already been surpassed by the NDA. The Bharatiya Janata Party alone secured over 235 seats. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi won from the Varanasi Lok Sabha constituency. Home Minister Amit Shah too registered a landslide victory from Gandhinagar constituency in the Indian state of Gujarat.
एक ऐतिहासिक पल, एक ऐतिहासिक घड़ी के चश्मदीद गवाह बनने का हम सबको सौभाग्य दिया। ऐसे हमारे मतदाता बंधु जिन्होंने भारतीय जनता पार्टी और एनडीए को अपना आशीर्वाद दिया और प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व को आगे बढ़ाने का काम किया, ऐसे करोड़ों करोड़ों देशवासियों को मैं पार्टी की ओर से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं।
BJP's major gains came from Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Delhi, among others. On the other hand, the opposition Indie bloc performed better than expected and secured over 230 seats. The Indian National Congress emerged as the largest opposition party with 100 seats.
ये जो रिजल्ट है जनता की रिजल्ट है और ये जनता की जीत है और लोकतंत्र की जीत है।
Senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi won from both the constituencies, Raebareli in Uttar Pradesh and Wayanad in Kerala. Indie bloc's major gains came from Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, West Bengal. The mammoth 7-phase election, the world's largest democratic exercise in India, began on April 19th and ended on Saturday last week. Mihir Makri's report for DD India.
After achieving a resounding victory in the general election, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived at the Bharatiya Janata Party's headquarters in New Delhi. Prime Minister addressed party workers at the headquarters and said that it is the victory of 140 crore people of India.
आज की ये विजय दुनिया के सबसे बड़े लोकतंत्र की जीत है। ये भारत के संविधान पर अटूट निष्ठा की जीत है। ये विकसित भारत के प्रण की जीत है। ये सबका साथ, सबका विकास, इस मंत्र की जीत है। ये 140 करोड़ भारतीयों की जीत है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanked the people of Jammu and Kashmir for voting in record numbers. He said the voters of the Union Territory have shown the mirror to anti-India elements.
इस बार भी भारत में जितने लोगों ने मतदान किया, वो अनेक बड़े लोकतांत्रिक देशों की कुल आबादी से भी ज्यादा है। जम्मू कश्मीर के मतदाताओं ने इस चुनाव में रिकॉर्ड वोटिंग कर अभूतपूर्व उत्साह दिखाया है और दुनिया भर में भारत को बदनाम करने वाली जो ताकतें हैं, उनको आईना दिखा दिया है। मैं देश के हर मतदाता को, जनता जनार्दन को विजय के इस पावन पर्व पर आदरपूर्वक नमन करता हूं।
Prime Minister Modi also thanked the people for their trust in the ruling alliance for the third consecutive time and said that it is an unprecedented moment in the history of the country.
आज का यह पल निजी तौर पर मेरे लिए भी भावुक करने वाला पल है। मेरी मां के जाने के बाद ये मेरा पहला चुनाव था, लेकिन सच मानिए, देश की कोटि कोटि माताओं, बहनों, बेटियों ने मां की कमी मुझे खलने नहीं दी। मैं पूरे देश में जहां जहां भी गया, माताओं, बहनों, बेटियों ने अभूतपूर्व स्नेह और आशीर्वाद दिया और यह आंकड़ों में नहीं दिख सकता है। देश के इतिहास में महिलाओं द्वारा वोटिंग के सारे रिकॉर्ड टूट गए। इस प्यार, इस अपनेपन को मैं शब्दों में बयान नहीं कर सकता। ये मेरे भावों में है, ये मेरे मन मस्तिष्क के कोने कोने में रचा बसा है। देश की कोटि कोटि माताओं बहनों ने मुझे नई प्रेरणा दी।
Addressing the nation, PM Modi slammed the opposition, saying that the united opposition could not win as many seats as the BJP won alone.
हमारे विरोधी एकजुट होकर भी उतनी सीटें नहीं जीत पाए जितनी इस लोकसभा चुनाव में अकेली बीजेपी ने जीती है। मैं देश के कोने कोने में उपस्थित बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ताओं को कहूंगा, देशवासियों को कहूंगा, आपकी मेहनत, इतनी गर्मी में आपका बहाया पसीना, ये मोदी को निरंतर काम करने की प्रेरणा देता है। और मैं देशवासियों का दोबारा दोहराना चाहता हूं, अगर आप 10 घंटे काम करेंगे तो मोदी 18 घंटे काम करेगा। आप 2 कदम चलेंगे तो मोदी 4 कदम चलेगा। हम भारतीय मिलकर चलेंगे, देश को आगे बढ़ाएंगे। तीसरे कार्यकाल में देश बड़े फैसलों का एक नया अध्याय लिखेगा। और ये मोदी की गारंटी है।
Prime Minister Modi said that fight against corruption is getting tougher by the day. He emphasized that NDA's third term would focus on eliminating corruption from its roots.
डिजिटल इंडिया और टेक्नोलॉजी ने करप्शन के अनेक रास्ते बंद किए हैं, लेकिन ये भी सच है कि करप्शन के खिलाफ लड़ाई दिनों दिन कठिन हो रही है। राजनीतिक स्वार्थ के लिए जब करप्शन का महिमा मंडन शुरू हो जाए और इसमें निर्लज्जता की सारी हदें पार हो जाए, तब करप्शन को बहुत ताकत मिल जाती है। इसलिए तीसरे कार्यकाल में एनडीए सरकार का बहुत ज्यादा जोर हर तरह के करप्शन को जड़ से उखाड़ फेंकने का होगा।
India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday thanked the citizens for expressing their trust in the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance for the third consecutive time in the parliamentary elections 2024. He wrote on the social media platform X, and I quote, "People have placed their faith in NDA for a third consecutive time. This is a historical feat in India's history. I bow to the Janta Janardhan, or the people of the country, for this affection and assure them that we will continue the good work done in the last decade to keep fulfilling the aspirations of people. I also salute all our karyakartas or workers for their hard work. Words will never do justice to their exceptional efforts." As the 2024 general election results unfolded, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Tuesday emerged as the biggest winners in the Lok Sabha elections 2024. However, several prominent candidates also lost the elections, including Union Ministers Smriti Irani and Rajiv Chandrasekhar. Let's take a look at the reactions of various political figures to the results.
As the results of India's parliamentary polls unfolded on Tuesday, BJP-led National Democratic Alliance, or NDA, seems well set to maintain its lead at over 290 seats, well above the majority mark of 272. However, opposition group or the India Alliance too made a significant gain in parliamentary polls. It backed more than 230 seats. Bharatiya Janata Party has won all 4 seats in North Indian state of Himachal Pradesh. BJP candidate and Union Minister Anurag Thakur won the Hamirpur Lok Sabha seat.
ये कार्यकर्ताओं की जीत है, नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व की जीत है और जनता ने जो विश्वास व्यक्त किया है 5वीं बार लगातार जिताने का, मैं हमीरपुर संसदीय क्षेत्र की जनता का आभार प्रकट करता हूं।
On receiving the winning certificate for her victory from Himachal Pradesh's Mandi Lok Sabha seat, BJP candidate Kangana Ranaut expressed her gratitude to the people.
सारी मंडी की जनता को मैं बहुत आभार व्यक्त करना चाहती हूं कि उन्होंने भारतीय जनता पार्टी को चुना, उन्होंने हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के सुशासन को चुना।
Congress leader Rahul Gandhi also lauded the India Alliance members for their efforts.
हिंदुस्तान की जनता से, इंडिया गठबंधन के पार्टनर्स से, कांग्रेस पार्टी के हमारे सब नेताओं और बब्बर शेर कार्यकर्ताओं से दिल से धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं।
Uttarakhand's Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami thanked the BJP workers and said that the people gave the opportunity to the BJP and NDA alliance to form the government.
बहुत ऐतिहासिक जीत हमको यहाँ मिली है। मंच पर आसीन भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पूरे संगठन को जिन्होंने लगातार गति देने का काम किया।
BJP made fresh inroads in Kerala as party's candidate Suresh Gopi won from Thrissur seat. However, BJP leader Rajiv Chandrasekhar, who lost to Congress candidate Shashi Tharoor, said that the party got huge support in Thiruvananthapuram.
The results are there that 3.4 lakh people of Thiruvananthapuram came out and supported us, which is a record number of people. We have never received these numbers of votes.
In Bihar, the Jang Shakti Party leader Chirag Paswan said that the party contested on 5 seats and won all of them.
तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में एनडीए सरकार बनाने जा रहा है। इस प्रदर्शन का श्रेय मेरे प्रधानमंत्री जी को जाता है, उनके नेतृत्व को जाता है।
Following her defeat in Amethi, BJP leader Smriti Irani expressed her gratitude to the party workers and supporters.
सर्वप्रथम भाजपा के सभी समर्थकों को, कार्यकर्ताओं को मैं विशेष आभार व्यक्त करती हूं, जिन्होंने पूर्ण परिश्रम और निष्ठा के साथ क्षेत्र की और पार्टी की सेवा की।
TMC chairperson Mamata Banerjee said that the BJP failed to get the majority mark. In Uttar Pradesh, Samajwadi Party candidate from Mainpuri Dimple Yadav thanked the people for supporting her and said it is a victory of the people.
मैं मैनपुरी लोकसभा क्षेत्र के सभी लोगों को धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी कि उन्होंने समाजवादी विचारधारा का जो समर्थन किया है और जिस तरह का साथ और आशीर्वाद दिया, तो सबसे पहले तो मैं उनको दिल से धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी।
In Maharashtra, BJP candidate from Nagpur Lok Sabha seat, Nitin Gadkari, met party supporters to celebrate his win. Bureau Report, TD India.
RJD leader Misa Bharti got elected from the Patliputra Lok Sabha seat of Bihar. She thanked the voters for supporting her.
पाटलिपुत्र क्षेत्र की जनता की जीत है, पाटलिपुत्र क्षेत्र के युवाओं की जीत है, पाटलिपुत्र क्षेत्र की महिलाओं की जीत है, पाटलिपुत्र क्षेत्र के अभिभावकों की जीत है और हम लोगों ने क्षेत्र की जनता के और देश की जनता को जो वादे किए हैं वो सारे एक-एक वादे हम लोग पूरा करने का काम करेंगे।
In southern India's Andhra Pradesh, the Telugu Desam party led by Chandrababu Naidu achieved a decisive victory on Tuesday in the state assembly elections held concurrently with India's parliamentary elections. Naidu is poised to become the state chief minister for the 4th time. Here's a report.
Celebrations began at Telugu Desam Party offices across Andhra Pradesh on Tuesday as the party chief Chandrababu Naidu is well set to make a comeback as the chief minister. The party has contested polls in alliance with Janasena and Bharatiya Janata Party. The TDP-led coalition surpassed 150 seats in 175 assembly constituencies. With a commanding lead at over 130 assembly constituencies, the TDP is poised to form the government.
It's a landslide victory for the Telugu people and also our party in Andhra Pradesh. The people has given one-sided victory to the Telugu Desam and has given a mandate against the unruly mob and unruly destruction made by Jagan Mohan Reddy.
Party announced that Naidu will take oath as the Chief Minister on June 9. Additionally, the TDP allies, the Janasena Party led by actor-politician Pawan Kalyan, got 21 seats in their kitty, with the BJP gaining victory in 8 seats. Incumbent YSR Congress Party could only manage to reach 10 seats. Andhra Pradesh went to polls to elect the 175-member state assembly besides 25 Lok Sabha seats in the general elections in a single phase on May 13th. Bureau Report, DD India.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanked the people of Andhra Pradesh for the exceptional mandate to the National Democratic Alliance. PM also congratulated Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan Garu for the victory. Taking to social media platform X, PM wrote, and I quote, Andhra Pradesh has given an exceptional mandate to NDA. I thank the people of the state for their blessings. I congratulated N. Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Pawan Kalyan Garu and the workers of Telugu Desam Party, Janasena Party and the BJP Andhra for this emphatic victory. We will work for the all-round progress of Andhra Pradesh and ensure the state prospers in the times to come. In Odisha's assembly election, the Bharatiya Janata Party crossed the halfway mark, leading to a tidal change unseen for years. With staggering numbers and a shift in the power tide, the Biju Janata Dal faces a daunting ride and shrinks down to 49 from 113 seats.
The Bharatiya Janata Party is poised to become the largest party in Odisha's assembly elections, signalling a significant shift in the state's political landscape. The result indicates that the BJP is set to secure a majority in the state assembly, ousting the ruling Biju Janata Dal and potentially altering the leadership in the state after nearly a quarter century.
उड़ीसा में लोग ये जो सरकार यहाँ चल रहा है इससे त्रस्त थे, इससे मुक्ति पाना चाहते थे और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता जी जान लगा के उड़ीसा में काम किए हैं। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का उड़ीसा आना, हर एरिया को दौरा करना आज ये रंग लाने की स्थिति में आके पहुंचा हुआ है।
BJP has crossed the halfway mark in Odisha. The Biju Janata Dal is at 49 seats, down from 113. Congress leads over a dozen seats. Odisha has in total 147 assembly constituencies. The potential shift in power holds profound implications, particularly for Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, who has held office since 2000.
And as the BJP won 48 seats and is leading in 30 out of 147 seat assembly constituency in India's Odisha state, Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanked the people of the state. He wrote on social media platform X, and I quote, "Thank you, Odisha. It's a resounding victory for good governance and celebrating Odisha's unique culture. BJP will leave no stone unturned in fulfilling the dreams of people and taking Odisha to new heights of progress. I'm very proud of all our hard-working party karyakartas or workers for their efforts." Let's get perspective from ground. Deepika Mehto joins us from Varanasi and Siddharth Bharadwaj is joining us from New Delhi. Siddharth is joining us from the Delhi newsroom. He's covered today all the activity as it happened at the Congress headquarters. But Deepika, I'll come to you first. All eyes were on Prime Minister's victory margin in Varanasi. Would you say that it was a close fight there?
Good evening, Munmun. When we talk about this particular fight, this has been really interesting one, especially when we talk about his opposition host in Congress's Ajay Rai. But eventually, Prime Minister Narendra Modi made it and he recorded a historic victory, making it to a hat-trick not only in Varanasi, but entire India. The BJP workers, we've been following the celebrations also all across. The women were especially very happy when we talked to them. They said that they've been witnessing a continuous development road and they've been witnessing a lot of development for themselves as well. So this has really worked in favor of BJP. So as we've been also seeing that in this entire third term victory for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the Mahila factor, the female factor has played a key role where the females of India have gone in large numbers to vote in favor of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Not only this, the youth has also played a key role because they've been supporting the development, the progress that the country has witnessed from 2014 till 2024.
Yes, Deepika, stay with us. Siddharth is joining us from the newsroom. Siddharth, Congress we know has doubled its tally nearly from the 2019 figures. How did the day pan out at the Congress headquarters today?
Well, first of all, a very good evening to you, Munmun. And yes, you said it right. Certainly, I was there at the Congress headquarters from the morning, and the environment which we witnessed today at the Congress headquarters was not witnessed in the past 10 years, perhaps because you've put it right that they have doubled their tally. From 52 in 2019, the tally is somewhere around 99. So that's double their tally. But still, one thing which is to be seen here is that they are very far away when it comes to the halfway mark, which is 272. They are way behind, in terms of getting that magic number to form a government. So the celebrations were going on at the Congress headquarters, perhaps because they have improved their tally from 52 to 99, and also because of the fact that their allies have done really well, in the country. Specifically, if I talk about Uttar Pradesh, then Samajwadi Party and Congress forming the alliance, and also with the DMK in the entire country performed really well. But it's just because of the allies that Congress has, has performed really well. But otherwise, if we take the individual competition, and that's between the Congress and the BJP, then it was like I said, 52 in 2019, and now it's just around 99. So yes, definitely the tally has doubled, but not enough to make a majority. Celebrations were going on inside the Congress headquarters, and outside the Congress headquarters, the party workers were dancing, the sweets were being distributed. In fact, during the evening time, around 4-5 p.m., Congress, Rahul Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi's sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra also came to the Congress headquarters. He also held a presser there, wherein he was asked several questions from the media. One of them was that what seat will he choose, as he has won both Wayanad and Rai Bareli. On that, Rahul Gandhi said that he is yet to choose a seat. It's not yet decided which seat Rahul Gandhi will choose, but he will certainly come up with which seat Rahul Gandhi will choose. So the celebration inside the Congress headquarters was really nice. Perhaps, like I said, first time in 10 years we have seen people gathering at the Congress headquarters and dancing to the tunes of Dhol and taking Rahul Gandhi's name, and the atmosphere all in all was really good inside Congress headquarters. The major reason being their tally, which went from 52 to perhaps 99, around 99, and also their allies did well when it comes to the total number of seats in the country. Munmun.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, the Prime Minister said that BJP on its own has done better than India Alliance as a whole has. Well, Deepika, coming to you now, you have seen campaigns of all the competing parties closely there in Varanasi. What are some of your lasting memories from the campaign trail, if you could share that with us?
I think going with the momentum and doing their best, putting their best foot forward. Also in a situation when the heat is unstoppable, you just can't control the weather and you have to stay hydrated, but still you work for the country, you go on to campaigning trail, and only with the enthusiasm that you have to work for the country, you have to keep this moment going, because you really have to prove to your countrymen.
Fair enough. Siddharth, coming to you, you spoke on how Rahul Gandhi had won from both the seats, Rai Bareli and Wayanad, the two seats he contested on. We don't know as yet in the public domain as to which one he'll retain, like you said, and which one would be given to another Congress candidate to contest from. What are you picking up from your sources, if you could tell us who could be Congress's choice for the one seat that he vacates, and which one could he possibly vacate?
Munmun, first of all, in India, there's a rule that if a candidate wins 2 seats, then he needs to forego 1 seat. Like I've said that Rahul Gandhi won from Wayanad, which is in Kerala. and he also won one seat in Raebareli, which is in Uttar Pradesh. So basically now it completely depends on Rahul Gandhi on which seat he will choose. He came to the Congress headquarters today, held a presser, and he was asked this question by several media personnel, and his answer was that it has not yet been zeroed in as to which seat Rahul Gandhi will choose and which seat he will forego, but then he will really soon come out with the answer. As far as the seats are concerned, Munmun, let me tell you that as far as the Raebareli seat is concerned, that it has been a bastion of Gandhi. It has been a Gandhi bastion. So it's very likely that Rahul Gandhi will choose Raebareli seat because of the same reason, and he might forego the Wayanad seat. Now what happens when he will forego the Wayanad seat? Then the by-elections will happen, and perhaps Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will contest from that seat. And looking at the past record from the Wayanad seat as well, there are chances that Congress will emerge victorious if we look at the past trends. So it will be a by-election just in case Rahul Gandhi forgoes the Wayanad seat, and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will contest from that seat. And like looking at that, like trends from the past, it's very likely that Congress will emerge victorious. But then that's a thing when it happens, we'll get to see that. But as of now, the Rahul Gandhi's reply is that he's yet to zero in on which seat he will decide, as he has won both from the Wayanad and Raebareli, which is in Kerala and Uttar Pradesh, and he's yet to zero in on which seat he will select. Munmun.
Absolutely. We'll leave it at that. Siddharth Bharadwaj, thanks so much for joining us from the newsroom on all the action in the Congress camp through the day today. And of course, Deepika Mehto, thanks for joining us from Varanasi. Time for us to take a breather now. Still to come on DD India News Hour. Wildfires engulf large parts of northern Israel as Lebanon's militant group Hezbollah launches multiple rocket attacks. China accuses the Philippines of continuously provoking and intensifying the conflict in South China Sea. Hunter Biden's criminal trial on gun charges kicks off at the U.S. state Delaware's federal court.
Welcome to Jaipur.
Welcome to Delhi. Narrator of umpteen tales. Creator of historic folklore. To the Delhi of today that is proud of its past. To the Delhi of tomorrow that's charting a glorious future. To lanes, to foods, to ever-changing city moods. To walls, to historic gates, and everything in between. To art, to theatre, and an ode to the inner creator. To bhavans, to path, to melting pot of cultures, to a kaleidoscope of celebrations. to ghazals, to guftagus, to green spaces, to shrines, to deities, to devotion, to hope, to the city that is the heart of India. To the India that the world knows by its philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam as we unite under
Welcome to the fascinating world of Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Unravel the rich history.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India News Hour with me, Munmun Bhattacharya. A look once again at the top stories. Leads convert to wins as BJP-led and National Democratic Alliance wins a simple majority of over 290 seats in India's parliamentary election. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses party workers at BJP headquarters in New Delhi, calls the mandate victory of the biggest democracy in the world. NDA alliance partner Telugu Desam Party's N. Chandrababu Naidu set to form government in Andhra Pradesh. Naidu to take oath as Chief Minister on the 9th of June. BJP makes major gains in the Odisha legislative election, crosses the halfway mark in the State Assembly. Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik's 25-year rule to come to an end. US President Joe Biden walks a difficult tightrope as son Hunter Biden's gun trial begins. South Korea to resume all military activities along the demarcation line separating the two Koreas after suspending an inter-Korean military agreement. In an interview with the Time magazine, US President Joe Biden said that Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu may be stalling on ending the war in Gaza for political reasons. President Biden's comments were made a few days before he proposed a detailed plan for a ceasefire in Gaza. On being asked whether Netanyahu was prolonging the war for his own political reasons, President Biden said that there is every reason for people to draw that conclusion. Biden also said he is uncertain whether Israeli forces have committed war crimes in Gaza. Large parts of northern Israel have been engulfed by wildfires as the Lebanon's militant group Hezbollah launched multiple rockets. Israel's Sparks Authority said that fires had spread across thousands of acres. The firefighters were operating in several spots, including in the town of Kiryat Shmona. The Israeli military sent equipment and soldiers to help contain the flames, which spread quickly due to hot and dry weather. The military said that 6 police reservists were lightly injured. The Kremlin on Tuesday said that the Swiss summit on Ukraine was an idle pastime and that it was absurd to hold it without Russia. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said that it was understandable that some countries were declining to take part in the Swiss-hosted peace summit on Ukraine this month because the gathering lacked clear goals. Ukraine says more than 100 countries and organizations have agreed to attend the summit on the 15th and 16th of June, to which Moscow has not been invited. South Korea's military on Tuesday said it would resume all military activities along the demarcation line separating the two Koreas and the Northwest Islands after suspending an inter-Korean military agreement. South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol approved the suspension of the pact on Tuesday. This development is in response to North Korea's decision to send hundreds of balloons carrying trash over the border. South Korea's military said the measure aims to fully restore our military activities along the demarcation line militarily.
Our government has decided to suspend the entirety of the September 19 military agreement following the resolution of the cabinet meeting and the President's approval. The suspension will remain in effect until mutual trust between the North and the South is restored. This measure aims to fully restore our military activities along the military demarcation line and the northwestern islands.
Representatives from 48 African nations are attending the first ever Korea-Africa Summit in Seoul. South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol and the leaders of African countries agreed to forge deeper trade and business cooperation. Leaders also launched a critical minerals dialogue aimed at sustainable development of the continent's resources. Meanwhile, South Korean President pledged to offer $14 billion in export financing to promote trade and investment for Korean companies in Africa. The two-day talks opened on Tuesday and are expected to focus on trade, technology and investment. China accused the Philippines on Tuesday of continuously provoking and intensifying the conflict in the South China Sea. Chinese had reported that Filipino troops had pointed guns at the Chinese Coast Guard at the disputed South China Sea shoal. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning said that the Philippine side has continuously infringed upon, provoked and intensified the conflict.
China has repeatedly stated our position. I would like to emphasize that on the Rene Reef issue, the Philippine side is the party that has continuously infringed upon, provoked and intensified the conflict. We ask the Philippine side not to renege on its word and not to create trouble.
On Tuesday, hundreds of people in Hong Kong and Taiwan attended candlelight vigils to mark the 35th anniversary of the June 4th Tiananmen Square crackdown in Beijing. Hong Kong police had earlier tightened security around downtown Victoria Park, where large candlelight vigils had been held annually before tougher new national security laws came into force in recent years. On 4th June 1989, Chinese tanks had rolled into the square to end weeks of pro-democracy demonstrations by workers and students. Nigel Farage, who was at the forefront of Britain's departure from the European Union, launched his candidacy for Parliament on Tuesday. Taking over the leadership of the Reform UK party, Farage announced his election bid from the constituency of Clacton. Farage has stood unsuccessfully for Parliament 7 times. However, he remains one of the most influential British politicians of his generation. Speaking to a crowd that had gathered in Clacton, he promised to be the voice for the downtrodden and pitched Reform UK as Labour's opposition.
But I'm making a commitment that I will spend a considerable amount of my time in this constituency with you, fighting for those who don't have their own voice, fighting for those who've been downtrodden. And I hope that having a national figure representing this constituency will put Clacton on the map.
Hunter Biden's criminal trial on gun charges kicked off at U.S. state Delaware's federal court on Tuesday. Government lawyer Derek Hines told jurors that President Joe Biden's son was being prosecuted for lying on a form he filled out to purchase a handgun and that he was not above the law. Hunter Biden is accused of failing to disclose his use of illegal drugs when he bought a Colt Cobra .38 caliber revolver and of illegally possessing the weapon for 11 days in October 2018. Biden has pleaded not guilty to the 3 felony charges. Hunter Biden is the first child of a sitting president to be criminally tried. Germany is ramping up security before the start of the European Championship on the 14th of June. Germany is planning to head off potential threats from Islamist hooligans, violent individuals and cyber attacks, the Interior Ministry said on Tuesday. The ministry added that there are no concrete indications of a threat, but Germany is doing everything possible to make the event safe. Germany is looking forward to welcome millions of people to celebrate European Football Festival, which is going to begin on the 14th of June in Munich. 2 soldiers were killed in a military training plane crash in the Turkish central province of Kayseri on Tuesday. Emergency services arrived on site and battled the blaze. Turkish Ministry, in fact, of Defense has confirmed the incident, and the training aircraft took off from an airbase in Kayseri with 2 pilots on board. Cause of the crash has not been determined. Japan's Transport Ministry launched an on-site investigation at Toyota Motors headquarters on Tuesday after irregularities were found in its applications to certify certain models. The widening fallout over vehicle certification tests stem from a safety test scandal at Toyota's Daihatsu compact car unit. The Transport Ministry had earlier said that Toyota, Mazda, Honda, Suzuki and Yamaha Motors were found to have submitted either flawed or manipulated data when applying for certification of vehicles. Toyota's shares were down 1.1% on Tuesday morning after it had halted shipments of some models. Time for another breather on the DD India News Hour. Still to come after that, heavy monsoon rains claim at least 17 lives in Sri Lanka. Team India is set to open the T20 World Cup campaign against Ireland in New York on Wednesday.
Welcome to the fascinating world of Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Unravel the rich history. And traditions of these places. Marvel at the stories that lie in its beautiful architecture. Bask in the tranquility of its greenery and beaches. Experience the agelessness of its traditional handicrafts and handloom industry. Recognize its industrial leadership and celebrate Diu's commitment to a sustainable future.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India News Hour with me, Munmun Bhattacharya. World leaders have congratulated PM Modi over his third-term victory. Prime Minister of Nepal, Pushpakamal Dahal Prachand, has congratulated Indian Prime Minister on winning the election. Taking to X, he wrote, and I quote, "Congratulations to PM Narendra Modi on the electoral success of BJP and NDA in the Lok Sabha elections for the third consecutive term. We are happy to note the successful completion of the world's largest democratic exercise with enthusiastic participation of the people of India." Prime Minister of Bhutan, Shering Topge, also sent a congratulatory message to PM Modi. In a post on X, he wrote, "Congratulations to my friend PM Narendra Modi ji and NDA for the historic third consecutive win in the world's biggest elections. As he continues to lead Bharat to great heights, I look forward to working closely with him to further strengthen the relations between our two countries." Maltese leader of opposition and president of MDP, Abdullah Shahid, congratulated Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the electoral success. He said, and I quote, Congratulations to Prime Minister Narendra Modi on being re-elected for a historic third term. Under your leadership, India has significantly improved its relationship with Maldives and the region. I am confident you will build on these successes towards greater cooperation. I also commend the people and institutions of India for their resilience and commitment to democracy as the world's largest democratic exercise draws to a close. Unquote. Greeting Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on winning elections, Mauritius Prime Minister Pravind Kumar Jugnauth wrote on X, "Congratulations Prime Minister Modi on your laudable victory for a historic third term. Under your helm, the largest democracy will continue to achieve remarkable progress. Long live the Mauritius-India special relationship." In more news, at least 17 people were killed after heavy monsoon rains lashed Sri Lanka on Monday, causing landslides and flash floods. 13 districts were hit by floods, while 5 were placed on major flood alert as water levels in a number of rivers reached alarming levels. Schools in the island reopened on Tuesday, but some in the badly affected cities such as Gampaha and Matara will remain shut until the situation improves. The Meteorological Department said a temporary decrease in rainfall was expected on Tuesday. Visuals from South African town of Tongaat in Durban on Tuesday showed damage to homes and infrastructure in the aftermath of a tornado. Residents of Tongaat are coming to grips with the scale of the destruction. Local media reported that the National Weather Service had issued a level 4 warning for heavy rain and possible flooding. Let's now take a look at some other stories making news around the world. Hundreds in Taiwan and Hong Kong attended candlelight vigils on Tuesday to mark the 35th anniversary of the June 4 crackdown at Tiananmen Square in Beijing. Taiwan is the only part of the Chinese-speaking world where June 4 can be remembered openly, with attendees saying they were there to defend human rights. Iran's acting foreign minister Ali Bagheri Kani met Syrian President Bashar al-Assad in Damascus on Tuesday. He also discussed Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza with his Syrian counterpart Faisal Megdad. Bagheri Kani is on his first trip abroad since becoming Iran's acting foreign minister. Hundreds of families from the Guna indigenous group began their exodus from the small island of Gardi Sugdub as rising sea waters advanced on homes. Some 300 families based in the small Caribbean island have been relocated to new houses built in a clearing surrounded by lush green forest on the mainland. And now time for all the action from the world of sports. Team India will open their T20 World Cup campaign against Ireland in New York on Wednesday. Rohit Sharma will once again lead the Indian side after he led the team in the T20 World Cup 2022 and the ODI World Cup 2023. Not being able to win the finals of ICC tournaments has been a major problem for the men in blue. The BCCI has chosen a balanced Indian squad that has enough depth in batting and bowling. The major concern, though, is with the recent form of a few players. Both teams have played just one warm-up game each coming into the match. While India secured a convincing win over Bangladesh, Ireland was defeated by Sri Lanka. Fortunately, both teams are free of injury issues, though fatigue could be a factor for some Indian players following the lengthy IPL 2024 season that concluded just a week ago. India boasts a perfect 7-0 record against Ireland, with their last encounter in 2023 ending in a 2-0 victory for India. The match is scheduled to start at 8 p.m. India time. World number 9 Ons Jabeur has questioned the scheduling at the French Open on Tuesday following her quarterfinal exit from the tournament. The Tunisian started brightly on court Philippe Chater but faded as her match against American Coco Gauff wore on, with the third seed claiming a 4-6, 6-2, 6-3 victory. Jabeur said she would have loved to play the match at night rather than the morning and suggested the tournament should start the night session earlier to avoid the early morning finishes that have become a contentious issue for players at Roland Garros. Jabeur, a two-time Wimbledon finalist, will now switch her focus to the upcoming grass season, while Gauff will go on to play world number 1 Iga Swiatek in the semi-finals. That's all in this edition of DD India News Hour, but do share thoughts with us on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. So scan the QR code on the screen to download now. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I am Unman Bhattacharya from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Live. Namaskar.